Hey, Josh, good win today. Just Cole Beasley specifically. You found him on 8 of your 9 possessions today. I mean, he just seemed to be working for you underneath on a day where, at least from the TVs that we were watching here, it didn't look like they were giving you too much deep down the field. So just how critical was he in terms of keeping the offense on schedule and staying on the field to finish drives?
Yeah, he was great for us today. And that's the benefit of having a guy like Cole. Super smart. Obviously, he sees his own defense very well. He knows when to find zones and sit down and give me good body language. So we were working him there for the better part of the game. So he stepped up for us, obviously. And when teams want to drop back and put 7 or 8 in coverage, we got to find ways to continue to move the ball. And he's been awesome for us. So we got to keep plugging away, and obviously we want to score more touchdowns and more points there. But it is what it is. It's a division win. These aren't always going to be the prettiest of wins, and we understand that. So we'll take them when we can get them.
Perfect. Thanks.
Hey, Josh. I know you just said it's a division win. It's a win. You threw for 307 yards, and all field goal wins are a rarity for the Bills' history. It's like 17 times in their whole history. I think you got to go back to 2007 before today. Question though is, how crazy, for sake of a better word, is it for you to know you had those kind of numbers yardage wise, and yet only ended up with field goals? And is there any level of frustration that you weren't able to get the ball in the end zone?
Yeah, I mean, I think we did a good job of moving the ball. Obviously, the stats kind of speak for it itself. But we got to find ways to finish in the end zone. It's got to be better on my part. Couple penalties pushed us back and put us in a bad position. And shout out to T Bass for obviously making those field goals and getting us the win. So we'll take a good look at it. And Jets did a good job of kind of allowing everything underneath and rallying to the ball and not letting anything over the top. But there's still certain situations where I could have put the ball in better spots where we could have given ourselves a chance in the end zone. So I know that, again, it's a division win. We're going to take these when we can get them. We're going to take all wins we can get them. Wins aren't easy in the NFL. So, again, it's a win.
And secondly, was there an energy match thing, kind of like first half? It seemed like they came out showing more of it overall. That's just the perception. Second half, obviously, you guys were the team, momentum, energy, the way you moved. It looked like body language, everything. Did you feel that in the course of the game?
No, yeah, absolutely. Shout out our defense for obviously giving us a push there. Special teams wise, I thought Dre did a great job of putting us in a good position right off the get. So, again, it was a situational football type of win today. It took all 3 phases, but we can do a better job on offense. Myself, emphasize there myself. We can do a better job and put some more points on the board and make it easier living for our defense. But, guys stepped up when we needed them to.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, Josh, Brian called 16 straight pass plays to start the game. It was reminiscent of last year in the opener. Pretty much the exact same script. I think maybe even the same amount of plays. You had 3 runs. You didn't hand the ball off until I think midway through the second quarter. Hey, how unique is that? And just what was the reasoning, for the game plan coming out? Was that something that you guys had scripted going in, or something you saw after the game started to keep doing that?
I mean, we understand, they've got a pretty good run defense, and we were just trying to take what they gave us early on and try to get their defense to suck up a little bit so we can maybe find a play to hit over the top. They did a good job of defending the pass early on. But again, I think we did a good job of finding runs when we needed to. Our O-line did a great job of it. That third down to finish the game, I know they went 0. I could have checked out of it, but felt comfortable with the play call and kept the clock moving. But again, if we get a first down there, it's over. And again, it's Coach Dable trusts me. I trust him and what he calls, and I got to go out there and execute. And I thought we executed pretty good for the most part throughout the day, except when we got down into the red zone. So we'll take a look and we'll learn from it.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, Josh, John Scott. I think you've kind of alluded to it, but how much of the looks defensively were the Jets giving you that were similar to what you'd seen the past few weeks from Tennessee and Kansas City?
Yeah, very similar. Just kind of playing soft zone and understanding I got to be patient, not put the ball in harm's way. Again, with how the game was going on early on, just trying to take advantage of every opportunity that we got and emphasize, ball possession and keeping the ball moving third down. We got to do better on third down. We got to do better in the red zone. So again, we're going to learn from it. We'll find new ways to get the ball in the end zone. And but again, shout out to our defense for what they were able to do today.
You had mentioned going into this patience in those situations facing that defense. How do you feel you were, especially early on and as the game worked on?
Yeah, just taking what the defense gave us, and we had guys running underneath, and guys were able to make some plays, but too far and few in between. Down in the red zone, we got to be smarter with penalties. I got to be smarter with ball possession. Can't fumble that one, and give ourselves a better opportunity to put more points on the board.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, Josh, you told us after last week that and I think you referenced it during this call, that you had to do a better job of taking those underneath routes and taking what defenses give you. How do you feel like you adhered to that overall today? And did it open things up the way that did it open the rest of the field up the way that you had originally hoped?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I felt like, protection-wise, I felt like I knew where we were good. And, if we had guys coming hot, our guys did a good job of giving eyes and giving good body language. In the third quarter, throwing the touchdown to Gabe, understanding what they were in. Obviously, it got called back. So we got to be better there. And that starts with me making sure that we're all set and we're all on the line. And we can't have those little penalties when we had opportunities to put the points on the board. But, I clearly saw what they were doing, put the ball in a good position there. And, again, if I saw something earlier and could have fixed it, I think we're talking about a different score. But it is what it is. Those are situations we can learn from. We got to be better. We understand that. But the fact is, we're 5-2. Guys made plays when we needed them. Especially our defense and our special teams. But as an offense, we got to do a better job.
And just a follow-up from that, this is, I think, the second game in a row you've led the team in rushing. We heard Devin say earlier that Zach's performance was a good sign that the run game's back on track. Do you feel like with your contributions, with Zach back, that this running game is trending in the right direction?
Absolutely. And our guys are doing a good job, and they want to run the ball. And whatever Coach Dable calls, we got to go out there and execute. And I thought, there's a few runs where we popped off pretty good, and we had guys in the right spot, receivers blocking downfield. So obviously it's promising to see that. We got to do a better job, and I can do a better job with getting in and out of good looks and bad looks. So again, kudos to our five up front today. They did a great job of blocking.